One name stands out among the titans in a world where iconic brands profoundly impact pop culture and how we conduct our daily lives: Pepsi. What if we tell you that Pepsi is more than simply a drink? It's also a symbol of invention, a cultural phenomenon, and a universal representation of refreshment. This story concerns creativity, competition, and the unrelenting quest for excellence. Beyond the bubbles, Pepsi has made its mark in the hearts and minds of millions of people, fostering ties that cut across generations. Pepsi has a refreshing flavor, but it's remarkable how it has impacted our lives through memorable partnerships and blockbuster ads. In this exploration, we will uncover the untold stories, the captivating controversies, and the global impact of Pepsi, transcending its role as a mere beverage into a cultural phenomenon. But before we dig, smash the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. PepsiCo manufactures the carbonated soft drink known as Pepsi. It was created and popularized by Caleb Bradham in 1893 under the name Brad's Drink, and it later changed its name to Pepsi-Cola in 1898 before having been reduced to just Pepsi in 1961. Pepsi was the world's second most profitable soft drink brand as of 2022, just after Coca-Cola. The origins of innovative products can be traced back to unexpected places. One such example dates back to the late 1800s when a North Carolina pharmacist, Doc Bradham, ventured into uncharted territory. His groundbreaking creation, inspired by the burgeoning popularity of Coca-Cola, eventually became the original Pepsi. This concoction emerged from the depths of his drugstore, marking the inception of a brand that would captivate the taste buds of generations to come. The drink's original name was Brad's Drink until it was immediately changed to Pepsi-Cola. The inventor started a company comparable to Coca-Cola's by selling the syrup to people who ran soda fountains, mixed it with soda water, and sold it to customers. He shut down his pharmacy as Pepsi gained popularity and built a separate facility to make the syrup. Following this, he began franchising bottling businesses, enabling Pepsi to be sold in bottles and at fountains. Pepsi had grown to a sizable cola firm by the 1910s. Trouble arose during World War I as it caused significant problems with sugar prices, which, naturally, had a substantial impact on a soda company like Pepsi. Let's look at some more significant beverages such as Diet Pepsi. It holds significance because when it was introduced in 1964, it became the first diet soda to be distributed nationwide. A distinct diet beverage called Tab had entered the market 18 years before Diet Coke debuted. Mountain Dew debuted the same year and quickly rose to second best-selling soda. During the 1990s, they surpassed Dr. Pepper as the best-selling non-cola product across the United States. In 1984, lemon-lime drinks from rival brands like Sprite and 7-Up became increasingly well-known. To compete, Pepsi introduced Slice, which had good initial sales and stood out by being the initial product of its kind to contain actual fruit juice. Since Slice was discontinued in 2003, Sierra Mist has been Pepsi's replacement beverage. It's also important to note that Mug Root Beer, which Pepsi bought in 1986 and is now its primary root beer offering, is loved for the dog that appears on its label. In 1998, Pepsi made a significant acquisition by purchasing Tropicana for $3.3 billion, establishing itself as a prominent player in the juice industry. In 2007, they expanded their portfolio by acquiring Naked Juice. However, in 2021, Pepsi divested most of its stake in Naked Juice, retaining only a 39% ownership interest. In 2020, Pepsi also made another strategic move by acquiring Rockstar Energy for $3.85 billion, further enhancing its presence in the energy drink market, especially in synergy with its Mountain Dew branded energy beverages. Pepsi has strategically partnered with well-known brands such as Ocean Spray, Lipton, Dr. Pepper, and Starbucks, contributing significantly to their sales. These partnerships collectively account for approximately 45% of Pepsi's total sales, amounting to $30 billion. However, it's worth noting that while these alliances are crucial for their business, they do not represent half of the company's overall operations. Within the snack category, the remaining 55% is prominently occupied by Frito-Lay, a company formed from a merger of two chip companies in 1961. Frito-Lay's portfolio includes popular snack brands like Cheetos, Ruffles, and Rolled Gold. 4 years after its inception, Frito-Lay pursued another significant merger with Pepsi-Cola. The motivation behind this merger was to foster growth and diversification. Today, the continued relevance of this merger is evident as it has proven to be complementary and strategically beneficial for both parties. Before entering the deal, Pepsi held approximately 18% of the market share in that particular industry. Meanwhile, Coca-Cola had a slightly higher market share at 21%, only narrowly surpassing Pepsi. However, Pepsi boosted its market presence significantly through the acquisition, catapulting its market share to a substantial 33%. Even if you are exploring the grocery store and aren't near the drink or snack aisle, you'll likely come across some PepsiCo goods. That currently represents the company and is most recognized for its wide selection of breakfast drinks, snacks, and meal options. Believe it or not, one of the unexpected ventures of PepsiCo was its foray in the fast food industry. Back in the day, PepsiCo made waves by acquiring major fast food chains. In 1977, they made headlines with the purchase of Pizza Hut, followed closely in 1978 by the acquisition of Taco Bell. PepsiCo was quite aggressive in their moves during that period. The primary motivation behind these acquisitions was to secure prime locations to sell their soda. Knowing that people consumed a significant amount of soda at fast food chains, especially in places like Taco Bell, PepsiCo's strategy was to ensure that these chains exclusively sold Pepsi products instead of competitors like Coca-Cola. So buying Taco Bell and Pizza Hut was their strategic move to control the beverage offerings. In 1986, PepsiCo expanded its presence in the fast food segment by acquiring Kentucky Fried Chicken or KFC for approximately $850 million. This move further solidified their position in the fast food industry. It's truly remarkable, each of these acquisitions represented a market leader in its own right. While they may not have surpassed McDonald's in terms of overall sales, what's astonishing is that they consistently outpaced McDonald's in terms of the number of locations they operated. The major chains were indeed significant, but PepsiCo didn't stop there. Throughout the 1990s, they continued to expand their presence in the fast food segment by adding even more brands to their portfolio. Among the notable additions during that period, PepsiCo acquired the hamburger chain Hot and Now and California Pizza Kitchen. They also received the Italian restaurant sector by purchasing East Side Mario's. At its zenith in 1997, PepsiCo boasted ownership of 29,000 restaurant locations. However, managing such an extensive fast food establishment network proved quite distracting. The fast food industry is known for its intense competition and ever-evolving landscape, making it a challenging space to navigate. PepsiCo eventually reached a point where they believed it would be more beneficial to exit the fast food market altogether. This decision allowed them to redirect their focus and resources towards other ventures and opportunities. The fact that they exclusively owned all these restaurants and served only Pepsi products had a significant impact. It made other restaurants in the area less inclined to offer Pepsi products on their menus. It's comparable to buying from a competitor. It would be like Popeye's Chicken endorsing their rival KFC if they began serving Pepsi. Can you grasp my point? In a unique situation, it sold all its larger restaurants in 1997 while splitting the smaller ones into their firm. They keep in touch with many of them, but for the past few decades, it has been the only interaction. Pepsi has a rich history of advertising campaigns and sponsorships, often featuring celebrities and memorable Super Bowl commercials. It has also engaged in various social and environmental initiatives to reduce its ecological footprint and contribute positively to communities. As a popular beverage choice worldwide, Pepsi holds a significant place in pop culture and continues to be enjoyed by millions. So what are your thoughts on Pepsi? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can stay updated with more insightful content.